Hello.
Hey, hold on. How you doing, man?
I'm a bit perturbed. I'm
Okay.
I'm vexed.
Okay.
The two things we recorded earlier just didn't pan out to work. The first one, YouTube will not accept it at all by any means, and the second one was
Why?
stuck. And the second one was stuck at 585 megabytes, and I couldn't.
We couldn't actually record because it was stuck at a certain memory or something.
It just stopped. It was like OBS Studio is recording. Try again later to delete or rename, and I'm like, what the fuck? What? I'm like, but I exit out of OBS Studio. Why the fuck is it still recording? So I load OBS and it's like, this application is running already. Relaunch anyway? I'm like, yeah, relaunch. Takes a while for it to relaunch. And although it does, the other one is still up there. So I checked my, I don't know what this is called, customization bar. And I see the OBS Studio is up there with the red dot on it. And the new one is up there too. And the one I'm recording with, when I was recording us, was not lit, while the other one that was recording, it was lit but not recording. So I
now we have to fake our conversation again where where I was
I wouldn't say we have to really fake it. It'll stay organic. I was perturbed. That's over like an hour content.
That is pretty disappointing.
Yep. I've already gone through my rage fit and stuff, so that's why I sound pretty calm.
Yeah.
I've done my raging, and right now I have a frozen bottle of bottled water, and it's emptying slowly into a Gatorade bottle that's empty. I figure I just let it be upside down and melt slowly.
Wait, does that mean you're not recording now, or are you recording?
No, I'm recording. I'm hoping that it records.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I try to record every time we talk.
In that particular case, I will not finish the thought from that other thing because I can't, flip the switch and go back in time and remember exactly where I was going.
I remember the conversation, but I figured we could talk about other things. I wish I knew what my audience want, because unless I'm talking about something that's like pretty much meaningless, my views are roughly at like 6 or 8. And I think some of those are people that will that'll listen and then got to listen to it later. So I don't know.
Well, people don't really want to know. As weird as it sounds, people don't really want to know other people's opinions.
No, they don't. Unless that person giving their opinion has an authority in their mind.
Right. Or they just so happen to be the exact same opinion as your own.
Oh yeah, I did a video on that a while ago.
If it's the exact same opinion as your own, but they say it nicely. If they say your opinion in a nice way.
Yep, I went over that in a previous video. I don't know how long ago it was, but yeah, people only care if you already say what they already think. And people don't want to be challenged. They don't want to be challenged. They just, I think this, therefore I will only agree with people that agree with me already. They don't want to be challenged on anything they think about. It sucks,
But on that sort of note, another thing that ProSocial said that really bugged the fuck out of me was I was comparing what he was doing to like a dictator trying to hide all the secrets,
Okay, I can see why he would be.
That sounds like an extreme comparison.
That sounds fucked up.
It is a parallel. analogy. You know what I mean?
I hear you, but
the scale is completely off. But anyway, so back to the point that actually pissed me off.
It's like milking an icy udder.
Are you a dictator for blocking someone on your channel? I'm like, dude, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not calling you a dictator. I'm saying that you're using the same tactic on a much smaller scale. And if it's the same tactic but it's on a smaller scale, why am I going to forgive one but not the other?
Yeah, good point. I here's the thing. Once you said he's being like a dictator, at that moment...
Yeah, no, he probably turned it up. He turned his brain off when I said that.
It revved it up, too. It was like, oh, I'm a dictator now.
Yeah.
So I get that. I get where he's coming from. You know?
Yeah, I do too. I do too. It's just...
You were stabby, weren't you?
Analogy. I'm not calling you a dictator. This is an analogy. I'm not calling you a dictator.
Was that a small stabby though? Really? Be clean. Was that a small stabby?
No, that really wasn't. That particular thing was me trying to explain why him deleting the comments irked me so bad. What was a stabby later on was me calling him a coward for doing it. That was a stabby.
Yeah, that's a stabby. But you know, God, oh man, I can't. Oh fuck! And I like pro social so much, but I'm like, I can't disagree with that. I'm like, if you the conversation is there, and then you don't want anyone to see it, what are you afraid of? You know, if you said some erroneous things, just correct it later. Just say, look, I said this here. You know, just be very specific. I said this here, and I misquoted myself. Or maybe you took what I said the wrong way, or maybe we got two different meanings. You know, it's not hard to do. But
here's another part of that he basically that he was trying to defend himself with. He's like, oh well, I didn't actually make any mistakes, so it's not a big deal.
What the fuck?
And then, right, hold up. Like, if that is true, why did you delete it? Like, at that point, you're just making an arrogant claim to arrogance, basically. Like, I am correct. You cannot say that because it's no longer there to be proven.
It's like you erasing history. You can't.
Yeah,
I mean, you can. People do it all the time in history books. They just, literally our school system is pretty much like the Bible. You know, you got the original testaments, and then you got now, and it's like, well, you know what? There was no slavery. That was the Old Testament. We don't count that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's you can, but I'm just saying, in good conscience, in good faith, you can't delete comments.
Yeah.
You know, you say what you say, and that's it. And if you say what you say because you want to be an asshole for the moment, then at that moment, you're the asshole. I view comments like talking to somebody.
Right.
You can't just...
That's exactly how I do it. That's exactly how I think of it. And so if you can't pull your words back out of your mouth and time travel and delete that, then you shouldn't delete the physical copy of the word when you comment to somebody.
Yep.
It's just, that's just it.
This dude... I'm gonna tell you what this guy did on a TYT video. He said some shit. So I said some shit. We went back and forth probably 3 or 4 times each before he called me a libtard. I said the fact that you had to say that shows that you are a piece of shit. And then now here's the thing: the fucker don't realize that I get shit in my email. So he went back and deleted all of his shit. All right, I started the conversation, you know, I said something and then he chimes in. I was logic trolling, not idiot trolling. And so he goes and deletes all his stuff. So it looks like I look like a loon. Like, and somebody said, who are you arguing with? I said, don't worry, I will go and edit all of mine. Give me 6 minutes. And so I go to my email and I copy all the shit he said along with his name, and then edit right up under mine in the respective comment of mine what he said right up under it. So all of it would be there. And then the guy's like, oh, I remember that asshole. I was like, okay. and then the guy comes back and he's like, you made all that up. That's fucked up. You can't just put my name down and some fake time and then put my words down. I said, I know how to spell. I don't use the letter U to represent Y-O-U. I said, stop being a fucking idiot and stop lying. I was like, I'm like, you said the shit. You forgot. I said, I got an email, you dumbass. So I just copied it from that. You're so fucking stupid. You and your ilk are just fucking stupid. Either you're lying or you're stupid. Make a choice. And I left it at that. And he didn't say anything after that.
I mean, that's the only logical conclusion when you get that kind of conclusions, rather. The only logical conclusions. Yeah, you're either stupid or you're lying. You can't really call yourself. Well, no, there's three. You're stupid, there's your lying, and there's your stupid and your lying.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you can be both. And I think this guy said nothing because it was both. He's like, I can't make up my mind which how fucked up I am, so I'll just leave it alone.
Yeah.
It's like milking an icy udder.
What?
What?
Milking an icy udder?
Yeah, man. It's a Gatorade bottle. It's empty, and on top I got a water bottle, and it's been in the freezer for like 2 days. So I pulled the top off, and I got it upside down into the Gatorade bottle. So, and it's just sitting there, a hunk of ice with water slowly dripping like an intravenous tube, and I keep every once in a while I grab the bottle. Yeah, I grab the bottle and I squeeze it, and the water just shoots right out. I'm like, yeah, it's like some kind of ice udder.
All right.
See? Context, folks.
Context.
That shit matters. I wonder if I got enough water here. Yeah, that was good. That was super cold and kind of green apple-y. Yep. Exceedingly. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Not green apple-y. What's this called? Tidal Punch from Gatorade Flow.
What? I don't know what to do with that.
Look. I'll tell you what's fucked up. It's called Gatorade Flow. All right? And yet, the wrapping on this bottle is pink. So, I'm like, is this a menstruation thing or what? So, that's where I get this from. I'm like, it's Gatorade Flow with a pink wrapping, so that sounds like menstruation. And then at the bottom of it says thirst quencher. I'm like, nah, man.
Oh no!
No.
No.
And there's a lot of women out there that want a guy to get his red wings. Not here. Not happening. There's some people listen like, y'all are nasty. Like, no. Cedric is nasty. I'm nasty. Kind of. This is what Gatorade presents, all right? As much of a liver killer as this shit is delicious. And it ticks me off because I can't get away from liver killer shit.
Yeah.
If anyone out there has, you know what? I'm going to use this because it says 0 sugar. All right? Read the fucking ingredients.
Yep.
You will see maltodextrin, dextrose, dextrin. You will see aspartame, sucralose, all kinds of shit. Things that was bug killer. Things that literally go into your body and it rests on your liver and your kidneys, and it can't be broken down or anything like that. So it just rests there, slowly but surely going out of the body. But it's also tearing up your system. So just keep that in mind. And it's so bad and prevalent. this is segueing, but this is something I've been wanting to talk about at length for a little bit. But they put this liver killer shit in bread. They put it in certain potatoes. It's in you read the ingredient thing on the potato, it'll say potato, Idaho, or something like that. You know, potato growing out of someplace. And then sometimes you'll see dextrose. I'm like, what is dextrose doing in a fucking potato? You know, and then you see the shit. That's the challenge I presented a few times. Try to buy things without artificial sweetener. Go to the grocery store, and if you're going to buy stuff, make sure it has 0 artificial sweetener. Sugar is fine. Brown sugar is fine. Molasses, like sugar in the raw, cane sugar, that's fine. But if it's dextrose, maltodextrin, you know, sucralose, aspartame, things like that, then you shouldn't get it. And you have to read it. So go to the grocery store with a magnifying glass, look at the ingredients, and you'll find that shit is in everything. And that stuff is a leading cause to circulatory issues. It's a leading cause to, you know, the functions of your liver and your kidneys. It's a leading cause to a lot of brain issues, whether it be tumor or just forgetfulness and things like that. It is also linked to IBS and IBS symptoms and the cause of other instabilities in the intestines. And this is the shit that happens. And you go, and then you have to go to the doctor to figure out what's wrong with me. Oh, you have this. I'll prescribe this. It's a fucking system. They fuck you up. You go to the doctor, and they say, you got this. We'll give you this to manage it, not get rid of it. Manage it. And all the while, you're still going back, eating the shit that's fucked you up in the first place. It's a cycle of fuckness. That's what it is. And people will literally say, and these are the idiots out there. And if you're one of my listeners and you happen to be one of these idiots, you got to deal with it. You have to just say, own it. I'm an idiot and fuck it. But they'll say, I don't care. I like what I like. And that's it. And I'm like, well, you can't complain about your health. Shut the fuck up. If you feel bad, deal with it.
Yeah. I'm going to call myself an idiot on this one because I didn't know all this. Well, I do know it. I do know it. I just don't retain that information. Like, I've definitely heard this kind of stuff before.
Yeah, see, it's like if you
retaining the information because I don't care enough.
Ignorance is a passage. Ignorance is a free pass. Because if you don't know, then you don't know. But then if you hear it and you say, well, I still don't know, then please, people, if you hear it, you say, I don't know, or I don't know about that, do a little research. Just go to Wiki, or and just Wiki, just WIKI space hyphen or the minus sign space, and then put in aspartame or something. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Every one of us eats ass, and most don't even want to admit it.
Everyone eats.
You think I'm lying?
No. I got the joke. It was perfect.
Okay. Everybody eats ass. And for those that don't understand, artificial flavor, all right? When you have artificial flavor, that is an extract of beaver butt. Beaver butt extract. That's your artificial flavoring. So have fun with that beaver ass. Everybody eats ass. That means there's some bestiality going on every time you eat and drink.
Hey, on stuff like that, I will be proud to be ignorant.
Look, I see it like this. Beaver ass is far more natural than these artificial sweeteners.
That is true.
The artificial sweeteners was used to kill bugs like Splenda, that pink pack. That's DDT. That's a very small form of DDT that's been refined.
What is DDT?
DDT was an extreme bug killer used, and probably still used today, back in like the damn chickens back in my yard, back in the 60s and whatnot, and maybe before that, and up till maybe the 80s. And I mean, it was brutal. They would put it on the plants and whatnot. And because of that, people was just slowly, surely started getting sick, and they had to link it back to the DDT. and then they had discontinued it because it was making people sick. So this person discovered, wow, in tiny quantities, it's kind of sweet. Now, I'm not what kind of fucking idiot would try to eat bug killer and figure out what level of sweetness it is. But then they started refining that in little amounts and and that's where you get your Splenda. That's where that shit comes from, or Sweet and Low, whichever's in that pink package. And since they didn't want to, and then to compete with that, they started, since maltodextrin and dextrose is a very cheap sweetener opposed to sugar, and which they charge more for, although it's cheaper. They said, okay, how about we go on the zero sugar craze? And it's zero sugar. There's no sugar in it, but no one thinks about what must be in it. So that's what happens. You're so happy that the sugar isn't there, but you're not thinking about what did they replace it with for it to be sweet. No one thinks about that.
They don't.
Where is my spray bottle? Somebody done got my spray bottle. Damn, chickens they're gonna come up on my porch and own my porch. But yeah, that's the shit that, look, I know I just gave an earful, but people need to think about that stuff. This is your fucking health. You're trying to be healthy, but then you're going to just eat poison. It's like the same people that would literally smoke rat poison, rat feces, and other stuff like that in the form of what's called cigarettes.
Yeah. But the thing is, I don't whatchamacallit, I don't judge them too harshly on that, only because I like my poisons. as fucked up as that sounds, I like my poisons.
I mean, nobody, like I say, ignorance is a free pass. Ignorance is always a free pass, Yeah. But I'm just saying, you can't call yourself a health nut if you are, and yet you're eating poison.
That's definitely the case. Like if you think you're healthy and then you do shit like that, no, that I won't forgive, because that's stupid.
It's like, I eat healthy. No, you don't. It's like, I have myself a 0 bar once a day. Did you check what's in that?
Yeah.
People don't, it's easy to go through life without thinking, but then when you gotta think, then your brain starts smoking. Oh man.
Yeah. All right. What else? I did pretty well on my midterms, so there's that.
School midterms, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Well, union school midterms is what I should like. It's like the college of trade.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's not college, because college is where you go to spend money to learn. The trade school is where you are paid money to learn.
Oh shit! There you go.
Yeah, that's like they get you a job and like, okay, cool, you have a job, we're gonna pay you this, we're gonna make sure you get these benefits when you get to this milestone, yada yada yada. But you gotta learn so that you're more of an expert later. And I'm like, all right, so you're gonna pay me, you're gonna make sure I get paid more by giving me training, and you're going to keep me busy. Sign me up.
Yeah, sign a motherfucker up right now. That's what you call a personal investment. That's good right there.
Yeah,
I like that. So what are you going for?
I'm in the HVAC trade, but I'm more on the commercial side. So like, those big buildings with like, I work mostly on very large buildings and very large systems.
See,
so like colleges, business centers, that kind of stuff.
And what's
so big that you don't even know that they're in AC.
What's HVAC? These are things I just don't. I hear,
Oh,
but
okay.
no one's ever.
Sorry. I just assume.
Yeah, no, I hear these letters and words often, but no one's ever explained, and I keep forgetting to look it up with all the shit that I'm doing. It just slips my mind.
Yeah. Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's better than heavy vaginas and cocks, but okay, yeah. Because that's I watch a lot of porn, so that stuff just jumps in my head. But yeah, it's better than what I was thinking about. All right, that's a trade right there that'll never go out. Right there, that's a forever trade.
Yeah, that is a forever trade. It's not like you're gonna at any point not need that, and it's not like you can automate the repair of it. So.
Man, that's cool. So are you going to go into business for yourself or something like that at some point?
No. I'm just going to stay in the union. I don't want to be a businessman.
Well, what if you were able to do it just solo?
I don't want to own a business. I don't want to compete with people for scraps. No.
You could, I mean, there's nothing wrong with you just doing it, on the side and just, a little something on the side, something maybe, just around the neighborhood or whatnot, just like, look, I can get this clean for you. I can do that for you. And, and especially if you're going to charge less and do the exact same, if not better quality work. Oh, hell yeah. And it's local. So, yeah, that's good right there.
Yeah. Well, I don't like the idea of, there's a couple of reasons why I don't like that idea. And I will tell you about that next time.
All right.
Because I'm at where I'm at.
All right. So will that be today or tomorrow?
I don't know.
it'll be when it is. All right.
Exactly.
All right, man. Nice talking to you again.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, later,
Bye.
dude.